Mr. North.
Hey guys, this is North back again with another video. Today's video I'm coming to you with another weekly fragrance rotation video, so let's go ahead and get it going. So again, these will be my fragrances that I wore from Sunday to Friday, and on Sunday I went with the house of Dior. I did do another layering combination similar to what I did last week, but there was one more that I didn't wear, so I wanted to wear it this week. And on this day, Sunday, I went with Dior Leather Oud, one that's been long discontinued. So Dior Leather Oud, I layered that one with the Oud Elixir Precieux. So this one has the newer Christian Dior logo on the top. The other ones I have the older one, the separated C and the D, similar to the Leather Oud. Now this one actually went crazy. I could smell the oud oil coming through more. Let me just go ahead and go through the notes really quick. In this particular Leather Oud, I believe all of them probably have the separated C and the D. This is a 2015 formulation. Supposedly it was reformulated again in 2018. This one has civet, leather, oud, beeswax, birch tar, French labdanum, sandalwood, patchouli, and clove. And when I first got this, I really wanted it. I put my name on a list and it did come in. I thought it was just super animalic, but my threshold is heightened since then. With that being said, I layered that with the Elixir Precieux Oud. This one, if you read any of the reviews or comments about it, they talk about it being not smelling like oud. I'm not going to say it doesn't have oud in it, but what I get from it is a very strong black deer musk from it. So that's generally what I get from the oud oil. So now mix these two together. It was extremely loud and animalic, and to the point where I had one of my colleagues, I had some actual deer musk, a very small amount, and I sprayed it from him. I explained to him where deer musk came from, and then when I wore this combination, he said, "You smell like that deer." I thought that was hilarious, which lets you know that this definitely smells more like deer musk than it does actual oud. But that's what I wore on Sunday. I mixed the Leather Oud with the Oud Elixir Precieux from Dior. On Monday, I went with the house. I'm not sure where they're based out of. Let me see. This house is based out of France. All of the perfumes from this house were done by Bertrand Duchefort. And this one is called Neela Vermeire Creations. This one is called Trayee. Now this one, the only reason I have this bottle, it was sold out. I was going to buy it, a full bottle, but they were sold out, and I was lucky enough from the local niche brand that's here in Kuwait. He sold me the tester of it, so I was able to get the tester of it. The reason why I wanted it is that one of my friends was telling me that it was like a really great cardamom centered fragrance. And so Trayee was released in 2012. Again, the perfumer on this one, which I don't talk about much, but I like Bertrand Duchefort because he did Cheaper Palatin. This one has ginger, cinnamon, elemi, cardamom, sandalwood, incense, myrrh, oud, and vanilla. And this one is more of a sweet, again, cardamom type of scent. It is spicy to a fault, but it's more like a spicy with the cardamom and the ginger. I don't really get oud from it. It does have a vanillic quality to it. It is a really great scent. I'm not that big of a fan of any of the other fragrances in this house. But that's what I wore on Monday, Trayee. On Tuesday, I did a repeat of a fragrance I wore last week, but I layered it with a different oil. This one is Chanel 1957, 35 ml, and I layered that one with the Henry Jacques Musk Oil White. So this is a older bottle of Musk Oil White. This is a 2018. The bottles now are more, they kind of cave in instead of being more like rectangular. Now, I've talked about 1957 last week. It's a white musk fragrance. To me, it's still the best one, and I wore that one just to see what the difference would be from what I layered it with last week. which was the Dior Elixir Precieux Musk. So the white musk fragrance of that, and see what the difference is. Now this Henry Jacques Musk Oil White, this one has freesia, iris, ylang ylang, mimosa, damask rose, jasmine, white musk of course, and vanilla. This one says it was released in 2010. I don't get much of a difference. They don't smell exactly the same. The white, the musk from the Dior one and this Henry Jacques one. That one from Dior is a little bit more laundry white musk, which is more generic. And this one is very similar to that. It is a laundry type white musk, a laundry white musk, but it's not so loud and not so, for the lack of a better word, like synthetically white musk, like laundry. When I layered them together, I didn't get much of a difference. Maybe more of the 1957 came out from it, which I enjoyed a lot. So all in all, I did enjoy this layering a little bit more. I'm not the biggest fan of the Henry Jacques Musk Oil White, only because it's not that unique like 1957 is, and they are extremely expensive. So that's what I wore on Tuesday, 1957 mixed with the Henry Jacques Musk Oil White. On Wednesday, I went with another layering combination, and this one was two of them that I actually picked up on my recent trip to Malaysia. This one is from my actual indie house, which is based in Malaysia by a female perfumer, and this one's called Oud Malay. This is a 15 ml. It does say it's an eau de parfum concentration. This is one I pretty much blind bought. I only smelled it from the cap from the tester that was empty. This one says it was released in 2019. And with the Oud Malay, I mixed it with this Malaysian oud that I picked up. I picked up just a quarter tola of it. And the thing about Malaysian oud compared to Cambodian oud or Thai oud is, to me, this one is a lot sweeter than many other ouds that I had smelled, to the point where when I tested it, you know, you should always be wary, you know, where you're getting certain things from. And when I smelled it, it almost smelled like perfume, just the sweetness from it. It wasn't a typical oud. And so I did a little bit of research on what people are saying the scent profile of Malaysian oud is, and people mentioned that it is sweet. So that was a pleasant surprise. So I last time I went, I got Indonesian oud because I got the Orige Ladore history of Indonesian oud, just to see if it was close to the actual oud, and it was. And so with the Malaysian oud, I just wanted to get Malaysian oud just to have a little bit of a variety. So I mixed these two together. Now the notes on Oud Malay, the actual perfume, this one is not just Malaysian oud, which is smooth and not barnyardy. It has leather, ambergris, star anise, benzoin, and jasmine. And this is a great scent. It's a great original type of scent with it. When it dries down, you do get a mixture of like this benzoin with the jasmine and the sweetness from the oud. I do like that fragrance. People were telling me that when I posted it that, hey, I wanted to check out this brand. And I just wondered where they had heard about it, because even their Instagram account has not that many followers. So if you get a chance, definitely check them out through Instagram or through their particular website. The 15 ml cost me about $100, which isn't bad as far as indie niche is concerned. So that's what I wore on Wednesday. That's Oud Malay mixed with the Malaysian oud. On Thursday, the last day of my work week, I went with the House of Serge Lutens. This one isn't discontinued to my recollection. These particular bottles are, and this one's called Gris Clair. So this is a lavender forward fragrance, and I hadn't given it a run in a long time, so meaning hardly ever, even though I do have a little bit of a dent in it. This is a 50 ml bottle, so it's a lavender forward scent. The notes on this one are lavender, incense, tonka bean, woodsy notes, and iris. You do get the lavender at the beginning. You don't get like a strong incense type of feel, but you do get a sweetness from the tonka bean and the iris. It's not my favorite Serge Lutens. I could see why it's not like highly sought after. I don't think that it's a you know, they have so many fragrances. I don't think it's one of the stars from it, but it is a nice scent. And I just wanted to pick up on it because it was in the older bottle. That's what I wore on Thursday. Gris Clair from Serge Lutens. And today on Friday, I went with the house of Grossmith London. And this is one I did own the EDP of, but I had since sold it. I had a 50 ml, but I did, there was a deal on the parfums or the extracts. And so this one is called Hasu-no-Hana. This one only comes in a 10 ml. Like the Chanel's come in at least 15 ml. This one only comes in a 10 ml. If you're not familiar with Grossmith London, it's like an old legacy house supposedly, and it was revived with the help of like Roja Dove, I believe is the story. And so these original formulas are supposed to be from the early 20th century. This particular fragrance is supposed to be from 1919. I don't remember the date as to when they were re-released. So again, this is the Parfum of Hasu-no-Hana. And the notes on this one are bergamot, bitter orange, oak moss, ylang ylang, iris, jasmine, tonka bean, and cedar. And this is supposed to be a cheaper floral. Now with this one, I could see why I had got rid of the eau de parfum, because this is a really old school scent. And for me, it's not my favorite cheaper fragrance. It is nice and put together, but it's really old school in that regard. So on Friday, I went with the Parfum of Hasu-no-Hana. Now that's it. That's what I wore this week. I'm not sure if I'll do one next week. Right now in my mind, I want to wear one particular fragrance all week so I can try to at least come up with a comprehensive review of it. So let me know what you wore this week. Do you own any of these fragrances? Have you tried any of the Dior Precieux, the oils of them? Please let me know in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.